Hello, hello, Entertainment Daily lovers. Whew, happy new week. How is everyone doing? We have been missing in action. Yo, we're going to be coming back slowly, God willing, okay? So we're coming back with a hot one. There is an expose going on. In fact, there's a lot of expose going on worldwide with celebrities. Entertainment industry is on fire. Okay, expose is going on all over. Okay, in the United States we have Diddy, PDD, being arrested, and then in Nigeria we have a whole lot of expose going on by investigative journalist. Um, she calls herself Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. And this lady started with a new series where she said she will be exposing people in the industry in Nigeria. So she has been calling a lot of people. So we're going to be discussing some of those here. But the main person we want to talk about is Ruth Kadiri, but we will touch down on other people that she has also exposed because she's doing a series and she's picking them one after the other. And she has a whole lot to say. Okay, so that being said, before I get into the conversation, I want to check if our sound and everything is good. We've been missing in action for a bit, so I want to make sure everything is good over here. And then we will start the presentation in full. Okay, then we have so many stories to cover. I see the stories, I see the stuffs going on, but yeah, if you've been with us for a while now, you know that, okay, wasn't feeling too well. My voice still sounds terrible, as you can see, but I'm getting way better now. I can do better, so I will try to start coming up with the gist. I know the gist that you people are waiting for. Okay, I'll go get all of that ready, and we'll slowly bring them. I'll start presenting those gists for you. But that being said, come right in. Let us do this. Hold on, let me quickly check our sound. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Two persons are here with me. If you're just joining, you are welcome. We are talking about a Nollywood expose, and it's not only a Nollywood expose. Okay, the Kemi, the investigative journalist, and the Nollywood actress that she's exposing, and allegedly she's saying the lady uses black magic. Look, all of this is Dr. Kemi Olunloyo's investigation, and that's what we are working on. Oh, what was that just flashed on my screen? Okay, I'm trying to find my live stream to make sure that the stream is okay, but it's not showing here. So let's see why the live stream is not showing. Close this one first. Just give me a second. No, because I need to know if y'all can hear me, and I'll not sit here and be presenting gist that nobody will hear me. But my network is kind of weird today. Okay, all right. So I see my sound is good. That has been confirmed. If you're just coming in, please give the live stream a thumbs up. And this is going to be a quick one. I'll be jumping in to drop the gist. There's so many gists we'll be missing in action. So many gists to cover. So I will be dropping gist here and there. Let me quickly share this now that we've checked our sound. Sound is good, and up we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are just joining, yes, you are welcome. Hope everyone is doing good. I have missed y'all, okay? Oh my goodness. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Me and this my cold that really kept me indoors. And my voice, I couldn't even talk because I was just coughing and coughing and coughing. And like, okay, just take a break. And I did, took some break, and I'm back. Ah, yes, a barrister is in the building. Welcome, welcome, Oyoyo's one. I've been missing in action. I said, let me come in. And I saw Dr. Kemi's gist. Dr. Kemi has broken all the legs of the table. So I said, let me come in and gist. Let me come in and gist a little bit. Welcome, welcome, Oyoyo's one. Thank you so very much for joining me this afternoon. Okay, so like I said, Kemi started this new series. Now, first of all, I'll tell y'all, Dr. Kemi Olunloyo investigative journalist. That's what she calls herself, and she's been doing this for a while. She even did some stuff some years back, where this is for the benefit of those that don't know who Kemi is, where she landed in jail, and she was in prison for I don't know how many months, and came out and whatnot. And then 2024 actually, Kemi posted on her Facebook that she's retiring from investigative journalism and whatnot and whatnot. She'll probably be creating other content, but she's retiring as an investigative journalist. She ain't going to be doing that anymore. These were Kemi Olunloyo's own words, okay? Not we're not speaking for her. This is a post that you can find on her Facebook. So after she made that post, let's say for some weeks or for some months, Kemi didn't do any investigative journalism stuff. She was doing other stuff, and people would try to, call her attention, try to get her to talk about certain things, and she will flare up. She'll get so angry, get so mad at these people that sometimes she will even be cussing people out. That they should leave her alone. She doesn't want to do that anymore. So when Kemi came back with this new series and started talking about, okay, I saw the video today about Mohbad's wife, and some other people that she's been talking about. I was now asking myself, did you not just inform all of us that you know you're not going to be doing this anymore? Why are you doing this right now? Like, what's the reason for what Kemi is doing? I don't know. If you ask me, who I go ask? The matter where you dey see, so it tell when it start, no be me go talk e heavy for mouth. Now, all of what we're going to be discussing here is being alleged by Kemi Olunloyo. Okay, so I want us to quickly go to Kemi's Facebook, because the series are up there in Kemi's Facebook, and that's where we're going to pull them up from. Welcome. If you're just joining us, please don't forget to like the live stream. If you have somewhere to share, please share. Let's get into this gist, and let me know what you think about this new series that Kemi has started doing, where she said she's going, she's using the hashtag NG Industry Fire. Who the heck is making this noise now? um a second. Oh god, let me close the main door. Like, who is making this noise? All right, so according to her, it's an expose where she's pulling up a lot of celebrities, Nigerian celebrities, and she is exposing them. And this woman said a lot about Ruth Kadiri. I don't even know if Ruth is going to be responding or Ruth is going to be filing a lawsuit. Y'all, tell me what you think is going to happen after you hear the things that Kemi is going to voice out, that according to her, that she investigated, and these are her findings, right? So tell me. Mm. Okay, okay. Oh, good. Okay, thank you so very much. I understand. I can see the time and everything. So, Kemi, now, from when I saw this one, it was Ruth Kadiri's, but now I'm looking at Kemi's page. Kemi has on Bobrisky now. Okay, 2 hours ago. Pardon me. Sorry. So Kemi has also actually posted her Nigerian industry fire. That's what she calls it, and she is exposing. Okay, so she's done one on Bobrisky. She's done one on Choma Adeleke. She titled Choma Adeleke a devilish troll. We're gonna get to all of that. But I want to get to Ruth Kadiri's, and let's start from Ruth, because that's the one I want us to discuss, because she really said a lot about, as for Bobrisky, what she said are things that people have always been saying. He has money, he doesn't have money, he this, is that, and fake life and whatnot. She also posted about Tonto DK, so she's exposing people from the industry. Yeah. So let me pull up Ruth Kadiri's. Mm, 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 mm. Let's get volume.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kemi. The next person is Ruth Kadiri, Energy Industry Fire.
Okay, now this is fair use. Okay, I know Kemi is also on YouTube and all the platforms. She's also a content creator. Okay, so Kemi, Don't go be doing some kind of stuff. Okay, this is fair use, and fair use is actually allowed. So we're reacting to your video that you posted. So let's get into what Kemi has to say about Ruth Kadiri and the expose that she.
That's a Kemi. The next person is Ruth Kadiri. She touts herself as a Nollywood director. Ruth's movies have largely failed. There's no
Hi, Kemi. I don't know, man. Like I feel like when you do, if you call yourself an investigative journalist, I feel like you should keep it professional. This is just my take, and feel free to comment yours as you're watching or as you're listening to me. And even if you're watching the replay, you're not able to catch us live, okay, to drop your 2 cents, please still drop your 2 cents in the comment section, because I will see it and I will read it. And let's keep the conversation going, right? So I feel like if you are an investigative journalist or whatever you're doing professionally, you should keep it 100, keep it professional. First off, she said Ruth tags herself as a Nollywood director. Okay, well, I don't know if Ruth has been to school to study and trying to be or she's just learning on the job or whatnot, but at least she's trying. Okay, she's trying to do something for herself. And this way of, it's almost like you're trying to belittle her, or try to make it look like she's just out there fooling herself. That's one. Two, she said Ruth's movies are flopped. Look, if you check the list of Nigerian actors and actresses that put their movies on YouTube, you will notice that Ruth Kadiri's movies are doing very well on YouTube. So I won't refer to Ruth Kadiri's movies as flop. That's one. Two, will I recommend Ruth Kadiri's movies? Yes, I would. When you talk about Nollywood movies, will I recommend Ruth Kadiri's movies? Yes, I would. Let me write. Give me a second. Uh, so if you ask me, I would. And Ruth brings in good actors. That's one. Two, another thing that I would say Ruth does that I like, okay, is the fact that Ruth will bring in young actors, gives them her platform to use as a place for starters. You know how difficult it is in the industry to get into the industry. It is very difficult. If you are someone that you've been in the entertainment industry in anywhere, all around the world, it is not easy. That's not an industry that is easy to break into. Okay, so I don't even understand why, when you see somebody trying to do their best, okay, you've said these things, that she's done these things according to you, allegedly, because Kemi still didn't post anything. She's still daring Ruth Kadiri to mention her name. Then she's going to expose Ruth. I'm not here defending anybody. I am here presenting the gist to you, and I want you to also you be the judge for yourself. Okay, after everything, but we're reacting to this video, and I will try to do it, because when you're reacting to content creators' content, you have to be extremely careful. Okay, I have to present it in a way where even if anyone tries to be malicious to report anything, YouTube can review it and see that I did it the right way. So y'all, sorry that I will be pausing the video and reacting to the things that Kemi is saying, right? So that being said, I feel like she referring to Ruth's movies as a flopped, or there's no, Root movies are doing very, very well. And before I proceed, I can let's just do this. One thing I don't want to do is I don't want to compare. Okay, because I appreciate all of them. I love and respect all our Nollywood actors. The struggle is real, it's not easy, and they keep giving us movies, putting smile on our face, taking boredom from us. Or else I could have brought up some other people, and you compare their movies to Ruth Kadiri's movies, and the views they get, the attention, sorry, the retention and everything, you will notice that Ruth is doing very well for herself as a Nollywood actress. Okay, or if according to Kemi that she wants to be a director. you can do that too. You can be an actress, and tomorrow you decide, I'm going to go train as a director. And you can be anything. You want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. If you have the money, you have the brain to go to the school to study, to get all these degrees, you can study and get them. Okay, this life, it's like a ladder. We keep climbing. Okay, so that I don't feel like you should look at it as she's the wannabe, she's trying to be a director because she's an actress. You feel like she cannot be an actor and a director at the same time. But we've seen, not only in Nollywood, Hollywood, and Bollywood, Gollywood, and every Keddywood, Zillywood, every other wood that you can find. We have people that they are actors, they also direct. Okay, so why? They also produce, they do several things. We see Tyler Perry doing multiple things, created his own thing out there in Atlanta, and so we've seen people do it. Okay, Tyler Perry will stare in his movie, he will direct, he will produce, he will do every. In fact, Tyler Perry is jack of all trades when it comes to his business and whatnot. So why can somebody else do it? Okay, all right. And also in Nollywood, we had he's still there, but he does. I don't see him directing or producing so much. Tichi the Chikere. It's another one that features in his movies. Ugezu J Ugezu. Ugezu is also a Nollywood director. Ugezu would feature in his movies also. From those days, I'm trying to remember this, in the 90s. I'm trying to remember this director. He also used to feature in his movies. The list just goes on. They are directors, but they also feature in their own movie. I also said, did she say who Ruth is married to? No, she didn't say. She's daring Ruth to challenge her or dare to say her name. Just say her name, Kemi Olunloyo, and she's going to expose all of that. So is she talking down on Ruth's movies? Well, the way she started the gist, she started it that way, but the main target for her is that, according to her, that Ruth is a juju person. Ruth is doing black magic. Ruth is diabolic. Ruth is an occultic. All of this is alleged by Kemi. So that's what she's alleging. Said Ruth is the most successful YouTube Nollywood. You see, even Oyoyo's world noticed it, that Ruth is very successful. You cannot look at Ruth's movies and try to say that she's a failure when it comes to that. No, she's trying very well for herself. She's doing very, very well. Check out the year that she started, okay? Because you cannot compare all of them. You cannot compare people that started in the 90s before Nollywood was Nollywood to people that started after they had Nollywood and they have all these things. You can compare them that way. So I want to quickly pull up Ruth Kadiri's this thing. Ruth Kadiri's YouTube channel. She changed her this thing, okay. So Ruth Kadiri's YouTube channel, we might as well just give the shout out to Ruth. So for those of you that might not know, or you're not a Nollywood movie watcher, or you're not a Nigerian, not an African, and you don't know much about the African movie industry and things like that, this is actually Nigerian movie industry specifically we're discussing today. Ruth Kadiri's YouTube channel's name is Ruth Kadiri 247, and she has uh 2.33 million subscribers on her YouTube channel. That's what I see here. Okay. And it's not easy to hit the millions. You must be doing something that these millions of people are liking to bring them to your channel, and you keep growing, and she's still growing, right? Okay. And I see it shows 98 videos. I don't know if this is really correct. 98 videos. I would think that Ruth has more than 98. Now, she posted this movie titled Mr. Linus, featuring herself, Ruth Kadiri, Eddie Watson, the actor from Ghana, but he features in Ghana and Nigerian movies. Okay, so he's both on Gollywood and Nollywood. Now, she posted this video. I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to just let y'all know that I feel like Kemi was being shady when Kemi made that statement. So here she posted a movie 3 days ago, and this movie already has 1.1 million views. 3 days ago, 1.1 million views. She posted another movie 13 days ago that has 2.4 million views. She posted 2 weeks ago 1.7 million views. She posted 2 weeks ago again 1 million views. 3 weeks ago 2.6 million views. Then she did a public service announcement where she was warning sensational YouTubers, and that's a 1 minute 33 seconds video that Ruth Kadiri did that has 89K views. Then going down, she has another movie called Love Umbrella. That's 1.1 million views. She has another one, Airbnb, 1.6 million view a month ago. A month ago again, she has a movie here where she featured the Nollywood actor, Maurice Sam, and I think Chinonso, like this Chinonso is an actress that I don't really know. So I love the fact that Ruth does not just leave people behind. She also carries along the young actors and gives them opportunity to showcase their talents and gain their fans and gain ground and do something. Yeah. So that movie has 4.9 million. Okay. So the list just goes on. She has another one here to be human. She has 967K views. Another one month ago, 4.1 million, 3.3 million, 1.8 million, 1.8 million, 3 million, 3.4 million, 2.3 million. Everything I'm seeing. Then there's a movie here with students and young students after school. Okay, and it has young stars. That movie has 10 million views. It's 3 months ago. 10 million views. So as you scroll down Ruth's channel, you see that everything is in the millions. As I'm talking to you, I'm seeing 5 million, 2 million, 3 million, 3 million, 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5.3 million, 3.1 million, 1 million, 3.5 million, 2.1 million, and the list goes on. Now, if I would just randomly pick another Nollywood actress, okay, that also have a channel, even if I don't say their name and I say their views that they get, you will see that it's not what you can even compare to this, although everybody's growing. But my point is, if you're going to do a job professionally, present it the way it should be. If you know that you are coming out to attack someone, to do saga, to create drama with someone, then remove your professional title from it, because you started by telling us you're professional, you're this, you're Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, you're investigative journalist, and then you should be in that level. Just come out one day and tell us, today I'm not Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, I'm just a Kemi, and I want to drag Ruth Kadiri, or I want to drag the industry people because they've been living fake life and they're doing too much. They've been pretending and doing the most, but out here, we know what we know, because we know how to dig, and we know how to find out things, right? So we know that you are on the mood to drag somebody. We're not going to look at that as, oh, this person is being professional here. When you're being professional, be professional and don't try to put down what somebody else is hustling to
Publicity
bring up.
on it.
Okay.
Everybody wants to struggle and become a big director.
And
And
what's wrong with that?
most of her escapades around the industry has been having sex with people all over. Well,
Okay, so you see how this talk started and you see where this talk is going. You're trying to discredit this person. And trust me, I'm not a fan of anybody. My own is to present. I'm not a fan of anybody. Like, I love all of them. I love their. It takes a lot for you to put yourself out there. So I respect all of them for that. Okay, if you're someone that you put yourself out there, you're a public figure, whatever you're doing, but you are just out there. Okay, the Nollywood actors, our singers, I have respect for everybody, but I'm not a fan for anybody or any particular person where I will say, oh, and this person is fan, so this person can never do wrong. If you fuck up, I will call you out. Anyway, okay. Excuse my African. If you mess up, I will call you out, and that's what it is. But I just feel like Kemi was being really, really shady because she wanted to talk about this person's alleged sex act that is going on. Sorry. But then you should have just come as a normal blogger, okay, instead of calling yourself a professional and trying to
broke her
downgrade
home,
what she
and
does.
her husband right now is somebody whose home she wrecked and took the husband from the wife. That's why she can't show her husband's face on social media. When I broke that story, I was.
And I think this is also silly, and I'll tell you why. I'm not saying maybe she did it. Maybe she took somebody else's husband or somebody. Which one is even take somebody else? This husband walks out by themselves. The people used to take people's husband, like they walked into your house and kidnapped the husband. No, a husband that wants to be out there will be out there because he wants to be out there, and except because, okay, she also spoke about black magic. So except she's telling us that this person used voodoo. Ruth Kadiri allegedly used voodoo to take that woman's husband, then of course we know that that's a different case, right? Okay, but then Ebola that wants to be out there will be out there, and it is what it is, right? That's just what it is. But I don't understand the way Kemi is presenting this thing. Kemi telling us that the reason why Ruth Kadiri, not everybody will show their whole family, not everybody is in for that. Just because I am a YouTuber, I'm here telling you, giving you people gist. I don't have to go dragging all my whole family members and come and put their face here on my YouTube channel for you to see uh everything about my family. I'm not a lifestyle vlogger, okay? So if Ruth feels like, okay, I'm an actor and my life is already out there, but I don't necessarily have to put my husband, my children, my grandma, my mother, my father, my siblings, my aunties, my uncles out there and film their life every day. No, that's not what I'm doing, okay? I decided to be this person. I decided to be this public figure. And I think people should respect that. And I'll give you one reason why I don't buy into that, that the reason why Ruth is not showing the face of the man she's married to. Because yes, we've noticed that. Okay, she will never, Ruth Kadiri will never show you the face of her husband. We've heard his voice in the background. Once when she was talking about something, she was laying down in the couch, and I think he was inside, didn't know she was filming. He walked into the sitting room and was coming to meet her in the couch, didn't know she was making a video on the live stream, and he said to her, don't come, don't come, don't. She said to him, don't come, I'm filming. And then they laughed, but you could hear him talking in the background. Okay, so it's been that way, seeing his hands, his legs, or just something like that, but we've never seen his face. We really don't know what Ruth's husband looks like. But that's not even a deal. Finding out who Ruth's husband is going to take less than 24 hours, because Ruth is a public figure and there are people that knows where Ruth lives. And if Ruth is married, as we know, then Ruth and her husband lives in the same place. So trust me, there are people that will want to break such news that they will even go and sleep outside Ruth's gate for 24 hours until they see him coming out. You know how TMZ used to capture people and their private moment, that they can get anything. If TMZ want to leak a story, they will leak it. Okay, there's even inner caucus. You'll be hearing things like an insider told us an insider. So there is no way an insider cannot leak the photograph of Ruth Kadiri's husband, or somebody launching and waiting to see him or see them together in a place and then secretly take a photo and then sell it to the blogs. So that's one. Knowing his face is not even nobody cares. I just feel like nobody really cares. So that's why we still, when I mean we, I mean the general public still doesn't know what Ruth Kadiri's husband looks like. Now, if we have to run with the story that Kemi is telling us, that Ruth is not showing her husband's face because she snatched somebody else's husband, right? Snatch somebody else's husband. Where is the woman that is scorned? Where is the woman that her husband was snatched? Because trust me, if your husband is snatched from you, you are going to go crazy, right? So why has that woman not come out to expose Ruth Kadiri? Why has that woman not come out to say, yes, I know she's hiding the face of the man, but this is a man that I was married to first before Ruth came and snatched the man. Here is his photo. Post it online. Then let Ruth come out to start debunking or not debunking, or whatever the case may be. So that's why I feel like this does not hold water. I think she knows why she doesn't want to post him, because we've seen some of these public figures that have posted their husband. The other one, I think Vicky James, right? Um, Vicky James, I think, yeah. People were complaining the man she married is too young. Uche Ogbodo, that's another Nollywood actress. When she posted the man she was with, people were screaming, the man is too young. When Tiana Empire, you know, came out, the designer, with the man she wanted to marry, he was wearing mask. The next thing, oh, he was somebody else. Oh, he's too young. Oh, she's older than him. There is always something people has to say. Regina Daniels did her marriage, did everything in secret. Somehow, everything was exposed out. Oh, the man is too old. Oh, the man married her great grandchild. So there is always something out there. So as an actress, I feel like Ruth has seen so much how her colleagues have been treated, dragged, and laughed at, mocked, and anything else you can think of. So Ruth feels like, I don't want to. I'm not going to share. And are you going to force someone to do what the person doesn't want to do? You can't force somebody to do what the person don't want to do. So I feel like this part, I feel like this that Kemi said does not really hold water. I don't think that's the reason why Ruth refused to, show the husband's face online.
And her husband right now is somebody whose home she wrecked. and took the husband from the wife. That's why she can't show her husband's face on social media. When I broke that story, I was still in Nigeria, and I remember legit Angie coming to me asking me to do an interview over it. And for me personally, if I'm doing a lot of tea, I don't like to give my tea to anybody else. I didn't want legit to take my glory. This is my investigation.
Which one is take your glory or not take your? If somebody said come and do an interview, won't the interviewer actually say that this is your story? And if you really had everything, then why did you not follow through? Okay, you didn't want somebody else to take your glory. We get it. Why didn't you put out the story? Because you already had the platform. Kemi is very popular. Okay, when you talk about Nigerian investigative journalists and journalists that will run their mouth and not even sugarcoat and say things the way they are, the most one of the most hated journalists is Kemi. So she already has that platform and she could have actually told the story then and brought out all the evidence that proved that Ruth does these things that she said.
This is my story. Investigative
Sorry.
journalism is about investigating people, things, and events. It's not about looking for crime and all that. They've associated IJ with crimes and all that. It's investigating anybody. So I brought that brand to Nigeria, entertainment.
Kemi likes to claim a whole lot of stuff. I brought that brand to Nigeria. Trust me, I cannot confirm that to you. I don't know. Okay, Kemi and this, I brought the brand of investigative journalism to everybody claims everything. That's how when we go over to Cora Obidi and Justin Dean's case, we have Miriam Awolowo there too, claiming she made Muhammad Buhari the president of Nigeria. Like everybody just claim anything they want to. So yeah, please.
News, celebrity investigations, and all. Ruth Kadiri is a homebreaker, and she does a lot of occult things. She goes to ritualists and babalawos and all that. She doesn't feel secure that she could make it in Nollywood. The only way.
Which one is she doesn't feel secure that she can make it on Nollywood? Ruth is talented. Ruth is a good actress. Ruth is doing well for herself. She might not be the best Nollywood actress, but she is doing very well for herself and in her lane. She interprets her script very well. Okay, in my own opinion, watching Nollywood movies, okay, because we've even seen people that don't even know how to interpret their script, are still doing fine in the industry. Let alone people that are able to take up different roles and deliver. So, and she's just out there in her lane doing her thing. And now that she started directing, producing her own movie and whatnot, even if she decided not to show her face so much, she already has talented people, talented actors and actresses that are, doing the job there. She's going to be making money. All these millions that I mentioned to you people, the views that Ruth is getting. Do you know how much Ruth cash out from YouTube? And when that money is changed from dollar to naira, do you know how many million Ruth has in her account? So don't play. You understand? Don't play. And don't try to downplay what this person is doing. I don't like when somebody is hustling, trying to do something, and you're just out there trying to make caricature out of what somebody is doing. And I think that's what Kemi is doing. One. Two, Kemi mentioned a lot that you people just heard now. Okay, she said Ruth allegedly is a home wrecker. Ruth allegedly is someone that does voodoo. Ruth allegedly is what else? This occultic person. You've said all these things, and as you're telling us, why are you not posting evidences that is beyond reasonable doubt that yes, she's guilty of all these things? Because you said you have called her out before, okay, some time ago. Another blogger reached out to you for you to come and do an interview. You turned them down. You didn't. Why have you not posted all the story? Are you going to be calling Ruth out every year or every other year? Although this is a new series, like I said in the beginning, if you're just joining, you're welcome. Don't forget to like the live stream, give us a thumbs up and whatnot. This is a new series that Kemi is doing on Nigerian, uh, you know, entertainment industry people. Okay, like she said, she's going to be exposing, and she has exposed a whole lot of them already. Like, okay, quite a number that I've seen, like Tonto Dike Bobrisky, Davido's wife, Choma, uh, who else? I think Mobad's wife also, late Mobad's wife, she has spoken about, and we will touch down on all of those on this particular live stream. But I really wanted to talk about because this Ruth on, because she said a whole lot of things that she said Ruth is guilty of, but she still didn't post any evidence to prove that Ruth is an occultic person where Ruth is doing her occultic things. Why do you feel like Ruth cannot succeed in Nollywood? She's got the talent. Ruth is talented. She's not somebody that is not
by
talented, in
through
my opinion.
occult means or by sleeping with people. So she tries to portray this clean image. When she
Okay, so now you're saying her money, her fame, her connections, and everything is through occultic means and sleeping with people. Which one is it? Is it she's getting this through occultic means, or she's sleeping with people and getting these things? I don't get it. When you say things like this, shouldn't you allegedly? This is what she's alleging. Okay, not me, Kemi alleging. So if you're going to say things like this, why don't you post a photo, a video, or something where Ruth is in a compromised position with a politician or a very wealthy person that we know in Nigeria, or even if the person is not a Nigerian, but let us see that you have evidence to back up what you're saying. You came out, you mentioned all these heinous things that you said she's done, not one evidence on screen did you post while you were talking about this.
first heard about my expose, she posted on me, but she didn't mention my name. I dare her to mention my name. They're scared of what I know. Okay, she said.
This is another nonsense that people online do. If you're going to come out in the first place to expose someone, don't come and be telling us that you're daring someone. I feel like that's silly, in my opinion. If you have made up your mind already that you're going to spend your time, okay, time is money. But you've already decided that you're going to spend your time to investigate someone. You know why you're doing that. And according to you, you've done your investigations, you've gotten your findings, and you decided also that you're not going to keep those findings to yourself. You want to expose this person. Why are you waiting for the person to come and dare you? Did the person dare you in the beginning when you decided you wanted to take that part of investigating people's private life and poking your nose in things that don't concern you? Did the person dare you? The person didn't dare you. You decided you were going to investigate that person because you feel like, oh, maybe the person is portraying the person's self in a way that is pissing you off, because you know that that's not how the person truly is. Because that's what's happening in the case of Ruth Kadiri and Kemi. Because Kemi said Ruth is trying to present herself like this person with a clean slate, and this everybody has cockroaches in their cupboard. There's always something. If people look, they will find something. Anyways, so okay, Ruth is trying to present herself this way, and you feel like that's not who she is. You can just come out and say, Ruth, stop pretending. I know you're not this type of person. Call her out once and leave it alone. But when you take this into investigation, you start investigating and you start finding things, come out and do the expose and do it once and for all. Expose and put everything out there that she will not even be able to deny. And not only Ruth, anybody at all that you're trying to expose. So this back and forth of your, oh, she posted something, I'm daring her, I'm daring her. You're making yourself sound like a clown, because not just to Kemi, but I mean to people that does this. Not only Kemi, I've seen a lot of people on this YouTube do this thing where they will come out, tell you they want to expose something, and then they are waiting for the person to come and dare. You say one thing again, I say one thing. You know those kind of silly fight that children used to fight in primary school, where we say they decided to fight, and then when they get to the place where they want to fight, one is telling the other one, touch me first, push me first, touch me first, push me first, and that's going to go on for the next 2 hours. Who's going to tap who first before the fight starts? Do you get? Okay, not just walking to that place and landing the person in hot slap and start fighting. You're going to tell the person, touch me first, you touch me first, touch me first, you touch me first. And then that's exactly what I see playing out here. Now you want Truth to dare you. If you know that the first time you posted those stuff, she posted something also, but she didn't even mention your name. It simply means she's not going to even mention your name, even if she decides to respond to what you have said. So you should have just posted the whole evidence. As we're reporting the news, we're going to be reporting with what you have posted.
I don't beg around for giveaways. Something like I don't run around looking for giveaways. Ruth, I don't go around looking for giveaways. Okay, I actually set up donations on my page for investigative journalism. If you don't know about that, learn about it. Okay, giveaways are when you celebrities come up with your fake money that you want to give out to people, your fans, and all that. I don't.
Now she said giveaways when the celebrities come out with their fake. But we have seen celebrities that have actually announced giveaway. I see that a lot on Instagram. That's why I feel like when you're being professional, be professional. And I feel like the reason why Kemi made this statement was because I will pull up the Bobrisky's own video where she did expose on Bobrisky, okay? Because she claimed, Kemi claimed that Bobrisky promised her money to support her investigative journalism, but that went into voicemail because Bobrisky said, send your account. She sent her account, and Bobrisky never gave her anything. Okay, so I guess that's why she refers to them. Now she now uses this to judge all of them in the industry, and I don't think that's fair, because we have seen people here on YouTube, on Instagram, on all of us, Facebook, all other platforms, when they come out and announce giveaway, you will see them actually, pay money into that person's account and even post the receipt to prove. And you hear people coming out to say, "Thank you, I received so and so money from so and so person." Okay, so you cannot say that when these celebrities are doing fake giveaway, maybe some people are doing fake giveaway, but don't also take from those people that are doing real giveaway, that they are really giving out their hard earned money. It doesn't matter if it's 1 cent, 2 cent, or 10 cent. Okay. The main thing is money went from point A to point B. Okay. Somebody gave something to someone, and don't try to play that down, because I've not seen your own giveaway. Seriously.
Go into those pages and be looking for giveaways or any nonsense like that. Okay. Um, which brings me to Wumi Toriola, which I'm going to, talk about. Um, the bottom line is check out Premium Times. You've never heard of them. Go check out their website and look at the bottom. And The Guardian UK, look at the bottom. What do they say? Good journalism costs a lot of money. Donate to us. Everybody gets donation for IJ. IJ is expensive. Mobile's case, I spent 10,200. People gave me 2,200. So the rest $8,000 came from all my monetization money. And I spent a lot of money on that case, and I solved it, but the case is on a standstill. So you need to know how much money we spend on investigative journalism.
You spend $10,000 on Mobad's case, and the case is still where it is. It just simply means you wasted that 10,200, because if you solved it, because according to you, you did and you solved it, and why are we still where we are? Okay, proceed.
But while in Nigeria, I found out these things about her. Okay, she's part of the Nollywood cabal. She wants to really belong, but I don't know. She's a total failure. Ruth Kadiri is a failure.
She's part of the Nollywood cabal, but she's a total failure. Kemi, which one is it? Like, I'm not sure what the what
Dr.
Kemi
Kemi Lawrence.
what Kemi is doing. Seriously, now she's Dr. Kemi Lawrence. The last time,
Energy industry fire.
the last time Kemi was talking about cases like this, somebody said something about her family, and she finished her family. So I guess that's why she didn't call herself Kemi Olunloyo. Now she's Kemi. What did you say? Lawrence Lawson Law, whatever. Anyway, here she said the truth about Ifeanyi Adeleke. I'm not even going to go into that one. She keeps talking about this, the late son of the singer Davido. Okay, so let's just go up. Let's talk about, okay, so let's pull the next person. She did a bit expose on 15 hours ago, was on Tonto Dike, another ex-Nollywood actor turned politician, now an APC member, and then she's doing Tonto Dike, yes, that Tonto.
Which eventually turned into a fundraiser.
So let me see.
NG Industry Fire, Dr. Kemi. The first person I'm talking about is Tonto DK. Now, a lot of people ask me what is the genesis of my beef with Tonto DK. I really don't have any beef with her, but I want to tell you about her. When I left Port Harcourt prison on January 18th, 2018, I went to a hotel where I stayed a couple of days before I went to Ibadan. Well, while I was in that hotel, I posted and I tweeted.
Now I think it was also her running her mouth that landed her in that prison that she's talking about. That's what this Kemi did.
That I have no clothes, I have no money, I have nothing. And I needed help from Nigerians, which eventually turned into a fundraiser. A singer by the name of Densia contacted me. She was based in the States, and she said she was Cameroonian and Nigerian, and that she was going to call her cousin in Cameroon to send me money, or another cousin in Nigeria to send me money. Densia sent me 200,000 naira that same night. I really thanked her publicly. As soon as Densia sent that donation, Tonto DK was the second.
So if you all know anything, or if you don't remember, if you don't know, you're just following the story, hearing about Kemi for the first time. Kemi and Tonto Dike, they've been going back and forth. One person that I think might respond, because this Tonto Dike's own video, I think it's 15 hours ago she did it. So she's popping out Bobrisky, Tonto Dike, Ruth Kadiri, Davido's wife Choma Adeleke. Um, she said she's also going to expose Wumi, right? So she's already exposed some people. One person that I feel like might say something would be Tonto Dike. Tonto Dike and Iyabo Ojo are two people that hardly close their mouth when you try to drag them. And now she has started again. Okay, remember when Tonto Dike had said if she ever sees her in Abuja or if she ever meets her, in fact, she said if she should come down to Lagos that she will fly, Tonto Dike, that she will fly from um Abuja down to Lagos, and Kemi should come down to Nigeria and come to Lagos, and she will come to Lagos and beat Kemi up. And now Kemi started calling her name again.
Person to send me a donation. When she sent that donation, she had my number. Okay, I sent her by, social media has no gatekeepers. You can just DM somebody on the, platform. I sent her a thank you for the 200,000 she sent me the next day. But something I noticed about Tontodike was that she did things for clout. She chased clout a lot, but this is how I found out. When I told Tonto thank you, she asked me to post the donation. I did not want to post it. This lady contacted.
Wait a minute. You asked, this is the thing with humans. You asked for help. For help. People helped you, right? You asked for help. People helped you. Now, one of the person that helped you is telling you that, look, can you just do me this small favor? Even if you know that the person loves clout, just do it, or tell the person, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I'll rather refund your money, right? But if it's a small thing like posting, because you know that you already said it yourself that Tonto Dike loves clout. So if she's telling you that, please post that I gave you so and so. I remember Tonto Dike has a foundation too. And one thing with these people with foundations, they love people talking about the goods that that's why most of them will film people. I also don't like that. When people try to do something for someone, they go and start videoing the person. It pisses me off a lot, you know. But well, people will still do what they want to do. But you can see that they have a reason why they're doing that, because they want people to come and donate to their end, to their this thing, their foundations. So if Tonto is giving this, maybe Tonto Dike wanted her to post it so she can pass it as the gift was given to Kemi olunloyo under the Tonto Dike's foundation, not necessarily as Tonto Dike the actress then. Okay, so I feel like Kemi should have just, somebody said post something. What was the big deal? Okay, people gave you money. Just post it and say thank you. Even if you feel like they are bragging or whatnot, at least the money they sent you is going to help you. You said you didn't have clothes, you didn't have anything, nothing. You want to start your life because you're just coming out from prison after running your mouth about, I think, a pastor. I think that was what led to Kemi to jail. Okay. So then the person said post it. So one, if you're already suspecting then that the person is a cloud chaser, then give the person back the person's money. Even though you're hungry, even though you will end up sleeping in the streets, pay back that money to that person's account and tell the person, look, I really want to thank people privately. I've already gone through a lot and I don't want any, thing that is going to start trending and causing problem for me online, or even people talk like, I just want to keep my head down because I've been trending for a while now. So I just coming out from prison, I want to chill, right? And you didn't post it. So if she gets angry because it's her money at the end of the day.
Me for a good 30 days until I went to Ibadan. I stayed in Port Harcourt for another 30 days with the Graham Douglas family. At 4 a.m. in the morning, I believe she had a baby at that time. So-and-so's baby would have been like maybe a year old, month old. I know the baby was born sometimes in 2016. She had a toddler and she'll say she's feeding her toddler. At 4 a.m. in the morning, So-and-so will leave me a message on WhatsApp reminding me to post the 200,000. I didn't know what this was about. I found out she owned a foundation. But then if you give somebody something, okay, it's self-serving to be asking that person to post what you gave them. But I guess they need it to show off on their foundations. This is the same thing Yabojo also did.
What, like, people should fear God though. I'm not siding Tonto or all these people with NGOs and all this they are overdoing that they are doing. I feel like a lot of these people with NGOs are doing too much. And I feel like some of these NGOs are not really out there to help people. They help a little and they just do. But anyway, that's not what we're discussing today. But my point is somebody helped you. Can't you just help the person also in return? Okay, you're already thinking in your mind that she's stalking you about this. According to you, 4 a.m., somebody's messaging you. If you're receiving so much more, what does it take to just post a receipt showing that somebody gave you 200,000 naira? You say, thank you, Tonto DK, for giving me. Post the receipt showing that Tonto DK gave you something. So maybe she will now reshare that your post and say, Tonto DK's foundation gave this person. It's just one good turn deserves another. Like right hand wash left hand, left hand wash right. It's just simple, easy. It's not something that you just want to make a huge deal out of. The person said, "This is what I want." You feel like, oh, yeah, you're doing too much just because you help, and that's how some people feel. Immediately you help them and you ask, they're like, "Is it because you did this for me? Is it because you did it?" Can you calm down? It is not that hard, you know. It is not that difficult. And don't make it.
They just want more followers, more visibility and clout. So I refuse to post that donation. I wasn't posting donations. But because I somehow thanked Kensia publicly, she wanted the same thing. I did not thank Tonto publicly. Tonto DK, I messaged. Now, the genesis.
But now you just said it yourself. You said you were able to thank the Cameroonian Nigerian lady that sent you I think 200,000 naira also. And you said you thanked the dancer publicly. So if you're able to thank the dancer publicly, you've already done it for one person. Why couldn't you do the same for Yabo Joe and Tonto Dike? Because you just mentioned the Yabo Joe's name also. Why could and Tonto Dike even asked you? Okay, it's not as if the dancer asked you. The dancier lady didn't ask you because she truly wanted to just help and didn't care whatever. Her own is let the money get to this person that is in need and she's satisfied. But if the next person is saying, I'm not satisfied, I want this for this reason, the person has helped you. You also help the person. It's not gonna, it's not gonna buy you at the end of the day. But you purposefully didn't do it because you suspected she wanted to use it for her NGO. And I think that's you being all right.
Of our discord was when she actually posted on social media that she was coming to Lagos to beat me up. What would want that from a child I could be? A 38-year-old woman talking to a 60-year-old woman. At least at that time, we have an age gap. Because I interviewed her boyfriend, who she managed to demolish his house through the influence she has with the ministers in the FTC.
FCT, no, it's not FTC. It's Federal Capital Territory, not Territory Federal Capital. Kemi, investigative journalism be coming down. You know, this whole thing is just weird because it seemed like this woman was already carrying Tonto Dike in her mind. Because which one is that? Kemi will say all of these things from talking about Ruth Kadiri, not posting any evidence. Now she's talking about Tonto Dike, doing this one, doing that one. Evidences you will not present. I don't know what kind of investigative journalism this woman does, that she will never present enough evidence to prove what she says.
The ministers in charge of lands and everything. Tonto Dike destroyed a lot of lives. Okay, she slept around the whole of Abuja. Tonto destroyed so many lives to the point of no return. She was
Allegedly.
a girlfriend to DCP Egbunike. Egbunike was a top cop in the Nigerian police in the south.
Post it now. You've mentioned somebody now. All of these are alleged by Kemi Olunloyo. You are alleging these things. Post evidence to show that that's what it's on ground. That's what you know. You said you investigated these things, so you should have a copy of things.
They removed him from the southeast because he had ties to IPOB. When I say ties, he was giving them preferential treatment. So Buhari moved him to Abuja. When he got to Abuja, Tonto made friends with him. That's how she does. She made friends with him and started using him to arrest people. If you remember that guy, Wale Chana, Tonto DK hounded Wale Chana, the sapphire guy that owed people money during the pandemic because of the whole pandemic thing that we weren't sure. how the economy was going to go and people were receiving their payments late, Tonto used Egbunike to harass Wale Jano. They actually went to his office and removed a lot of things, laptops, printers, and all that. Tonto DK blackmails people. And what she told
All of
Wale,
these things is being alleged by this investigative journalist called Kemi olunloyo. But mind you, as you're listening to this stuff, I don't see anything on screen because I'm watching the video. I'm looking at the video, but I can't post because somebody else is and we're reacting to it, right? I don't see anything on screen. I would love for when people present such stories, flash something on the screen for us to see. Flash your receipt on the screen for us to see that you're not just capping. What you're saying is truth, and you have uh enough to back it up. You know.
was that you owe me 10 million. Apparently, Wale made the mistake of making Tonto an ambassador to his brand. And when Wale did not want to renew her, she now said he owed her 10 million and called Egbunike to try and harass this young man. They came to his office and they took a lot. Tonto has frustrated a lot of people. Those of you fanning her, okay, don't know what you're fanning. As I'm speaking, the George Hotel in Ikoyi, Lagos is owed money by Tonto DK and Hush Puppy. Tonto likes to hang around all these rich Yahoo boys. Okay, she once went to Dubai.
All of this thing is coming from the fact that Tonto Dike gave you $200,000, sorry, naira, dollars, by year, 200,000 naira in 2016, and asked you to just post it and tell her thank you publicly. That was not even a big deal, if you ask me. If you had just done that, because you already did it for one person that sent you 200,000 naira too. So if you had done it, you wouldn't even be talking about this right now. But because you already feel like, oh, Tonto started blasting you, and said she was coming to Lagos to slap the hell out of you and beat you up, okay? And which that's not okay, okay? Because Kemi, when you see Kemi, you know that Kemi is of a certain age. So yeah, say you're going to slap with the whole Nigerian respect and all those cultural things that we have where you don't talk to elders anyhow. Yeah, she shouldn't have said that. But I feel like the way Kemi is just hammering and going in and pointing in, this one she slept with, the other one she did, she oppressed, she hush puppy, this one and that one, and you're still not presenting any evidence. Now, wow. Let's just keep
To
listening.
do the porta potty. And Stella Democococus wrote about it. They'll lie down, they'll eat the shit of the Arab men, and those guys will give them $10,000 to go eat shit of somebody else.
Hmm.
So she stayed at the George Hotel with Hush Puppy for 2 weeks.
Hmm. Hey, it seemed like the one that Kemi is even exposing about Tonto Dike is even worse than the one she exposed about the other actress, Ruth Kadiri. Seriously, Tonto Dike's own is even worse. Okay, Kemi is alleging that Tonto is among those ladies that used to go and, Arab money. If you've heard the Arab money story, those people that used to go and consume excreta, women opening their mouth, going to places like Dubai and whatnot, and y'all know the story. You've heard it before. Hmm. Okay.
They did not pay the bill. They somehow sneaked out of the hotel, luggage and all, and nobody caught them. Till today, they have not paid that bill. I told her you need to go to the George Hotel in Ikoyi to go pay that bill. Because Hush Puppy can't. He's in jail in America. Prison in America. During that time, Tonto had intercourse with Hush Puppy and got pregnant. At the very same time, she also had intercourse with Hafiz. Hafiz was another Yahoo boy, well
Hmm.
known. She now went to her friend in Abuja, crying her eyes out. 225. Everybody knows 225, Real Housewives of Abuja.
Hmm.
She went to cry to 225 that she was pregnant and what should she do with it. 225 told her, get rid of it. When she got to the clinic,
Hmm.
imagine.
Tutupa is now in the story too, y'all. If you watch the Real Housewives of Abuja, then you know Tutupai. Okay, then you know who Tutupai is. Hey, I so Tutupai and more. Anyways, y'all. I'll leave y'all to listen to this story yourself.
You had a child for Churchill, Tonto. You've denied Churchill access to his own child. He gave you money in a credit card to take care of your child. You cut the credit card into pieces on your live video in front of your foolish fans. And at the end of the day, when she got to the clinic, imagine, to get an abortion. This is the reason why I say people should not get an abortion. In my whole 60 years, I have never gone that route. When I was pregnant with my first child, I had my first child. People have different reasons for having abortion. But imagine it's not incest and other things. It's usually someone that had sex carelessly with someone else, and the person told them to get rid of it or whatnot.
Kemi is spilling some tea here.
Problem is that when she went to Tutupai, she was crying saying she didn't know who the father was. And Tutupai said, "Why are you asking me this stuff? Just get rid of it." When Tonto arrived at the clinic where she was supposed to get the abortion, the doctors discovered.
So is it safe to say that it's Tutupai that actually told you all the story? Because it's like you're really detailing. If we have to work with allegedly, allegedly, let me say multiple times, allegedly by Kemi olunloyo. But it seemed like you are really detailing. Okay, so is it safe to say that it was Tutupai that told you? Because I'm thinking it's Tutupai, Tonto DK, and the hospital people. And the hospital people are not going to know the path that she's left with two people and all of that. They're just going to know that the woman is here pregnant and wants to get rid of it. I don't think she's going to go around telling them that she doesn't know the father. So is it Tutupai that told you this gist? And now you're saying it the way you're saying it, and people can put two and two together and suspect that Tutupai is actually a gossip. It's someone that when you tell something to cannot keep quiet and keep it to herself.
But it was twins. Imagine, she ruined her own womb for life. Tonja was pregnant with twins, and the twins were aborted. I can't even begin to tell you the sex of the fetuses because it was too early to tell. But she got rid of two fetuses in one, and from there, she can't have any more kids. Her ovaries are messed up, her uterine walls are scarred, and she has the right to bully people, to tell me that she's going to come and beat me in Lagos. Imagine the guts of it. Throwing.
But let's say something. Let's look at this stuff medically, because you've talked about uterine wall being messed up, ovaries messed up, everything, womb and everything being messed up. You said she used to, according to what you're alleging, she used to hang with Yahoo boys, and we know that Yahoo boys have money, so money not gonna be the problem, right? You mentioned Hush Puppy. Hush Puppy had money, okay? Hush Puppy spent like there was no tomorrow, okay? So if she was living with two Yahoo boys at a time, Hush Puppy and the other person that I don't know who that other Yahoo boy is, I'm thinking that she should have had enough money to get the best doctors to do the DNC for her. So I don't see why she will end up with a quack to have that kind of issue where she can't take in anymore. So that story self gets more K-leg, but anyway, let's proceed.
When you have a glass house, I've never said the one about the 200,000. Oh, thanks for the donation. But forcing me to post it for almost 30 days, calling me at 4 a.m. in the morning, you can tell what kind of narcissist this girl was.
To post money with that, that's sure.
That whole demolition. Popo Grease house. Tonto has basically done a lot of bad things. She was one of the people that kept money for Hush Puppy. The FBI knows that.
Why has it not picked her up?
There's a lot of them that kept money for Hush Puppy. In the documents, Take Makiwa was mentioned, Linda Ikeji was mentioned. They were not arrested by the FBI because you need concrete proof. Many of these people were his friends, but what they didn't know was that Hush Puppy mentioned all their names. Some of this investigation.
Madam, post the evidence now.
I have not
She has mentioned Toke Makiwa, she has mentioned Linda Ikeji, Tonto DK. These are people that are affiliated with the Yahoo boy Hush Puppy that is in prison, jail in the United States. Look, all of these things Kemi is saying, Kemi is not posting anything that shows where FBI said Hush Puppy said, signed by Hush Puppy, and these people's names were mentioned. But Kemi is openly and gladly voicing this out. Anyways.
Yes. The Nigerian industry is a mess. It's a shame.
Nah.
And it's a conglomerate, a cabal. They talk about the cabal running the Nigerian entertainment, music, and media industries. Words cabal. I'm going to continue with other people, but this is Tonto's version. Other things might come up later. For the fact that she posted my home address and my phone number in Just Lover because she runs Just Lover, is why I would.
This is the second person I think that is saying that it is Tonto Dike that runs Gist Lover. Okay. Hello, Joelle. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Say, hey, just listening, don't know the story. Okay, I'll give you a quick backstory for those that are just coming in. Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, like when you look at my thumbnail, you will see two beautiful women. One has a scarf, has a head girl wrapped around wearing the native African wear. That is Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. And another one is a young lady, beautiful, wearing like a brown wig. I think that's Ruth Kadiri, Nollywood actress. Dr. Kemi Olunloyo said, I've not seen her certificate, so I would just say that she said that she's an investigative journalist. That's what she calls herself. So she calls herself Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, an investigative journalist. hmm So she started with this new series where she said she's going to be exposing um, the Nigerian entertainment industry people and their bad behavior and all the weird things they do in private. Just as we have the United States people being Harvey Weinstein, OJ, R. Kelly, what's the other one's name? Epstein, now Diddy, P Diddy, being exposed over there in the United States. We have Dr. Kemi Olunloyo exposing those from the Nigerian industry. So she came out and spoke about the Nollywood actress Ruth Kadiri, alleging that Ruth snatched somebody's husband. Ruth does voodoo. Ruth is an occultic person, and a whole lot more, you know, that she had to say. So at this point, she moved on to the next person, which is Tonto Dike. She did one on Davido's Davido's wife, and she did on Moba's late wife, and she did on a cross-dresser called Bobrisky also. So that's the video. We started with the Ruth Kadiri, then now we moved over to the Nollywood actress turned politician, Tonto Dike, and she's making all this allegation, talking about the ladies among those that were working with uh this internet, when we call them Yahoo, but this internet fraud business guys. These guys that does their business, calling it business, but it's really not business, internet fraud. And then she also made allegations of the lady consuming excreta. So the woman is exposing a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And I will be checking to see if all these people that she called out are going to respond.
So you spread my address and my phone number because Aditone posted it. And that's one of the reasons I had to leave my house and live in hotels before I fled Nigeria. NG Industry Fire continues.
Okay, so that's what she titles this. NG Industry Fire. Okay, that's the series that she's doing. So she's going to be calling out a whole lot of people and exposing a whole lot of people. Okay. Okay, so here she also, like I said, she spoke about David's wife, Choma. She spoke about David's late son, Ifeanyi. All of that I'm not going to get into. She did another video here. I'm looking at. She said David and late Obama, DMW. She wants to talk about that. I'm still not going to get into that. Choma, the devilish troll. She calls Choma, David's wife, the devilish troll. And I'm still going to just skip that because I feel like I don't like getting into things with people losing their child or children or things like that. So let's pull up Bobrisky's own.
And the area was so
Let's
raw.
see. Hold on.
NG Industry Fire, Dr. Kemi. Bobrisky. A lot of people perceive Bobrisky as a very rich cross-dresser, and it's a shame because most people don't even know that Bobrisky is living inside his own territory without any money. Bobrisky has no money.
This is the thing with Kemi. The one that gave you money said, post, give me one post. You did not give the person the post, and you turn around and started with the person. And then you just, it was so unfortunate that it was somebody like Tonto Dike that Tonto has her own madness also. You bring it, Tonto Dike would run naked in the street with you. She doesn't care. Now, you started with Bobrisky. You started with Bobrisky not having money, and now I feel like Kemi is saying this because Bobrisky waylaid you because he promised you money, but he's a cross dresser. He promised you money, but ended up not fulfilling his promise, and I think that's the reason why you're saying he doesn't have money. Maybe he doesn't have as much as what he portrays, but saying that he doesn't have money at all. But we know that when he was in prison, I be jail. Which one? Um, People donated money. So it simply means, and we know that there are people that are willing to do things with Bobrisky and they will pay for it. So I don't think that Bobrisky doesn't even have 1 million naira, 2 million, 5 million, or 10 million in his account. He also sells those bleaching creams, and you know how lucrative bleaching cream business is. So I think Bobrisky has some money. Okay, he might not be as wealthy as he portrays himself, but
You can actually portray yourself to look very rich, but you're very poor. It's just the whole concept of fake life thing. I found out about Bobrisky in 2019, I believe. He came into my DM to thank me for supporting him on one social issue or another. And he asked me to send my account number, that he wants to send me a little gift.
But Bobrisky, I don't know why you will go and be promising people money if you know that you cannot follow through and actually give the money that you promised the person. And Kemi being an older person that is enough to Kemi, I believe Kemi's children or Kemi's first child is even older than Bobrisky. I think that's really not fair that you will go and meet an older woman that is old enough to be your mother and promise her something, even if it was 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, recharge your phone, 1,500 recharge cards, something you should have sent. It is very, very terrible for you to, promise an elderly person and fail and not even give any explanation. If we have to work with what Kemi is saying, let's see what Bobrisky would say.
No problem. I'll send my account number. Anything you give me is good. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't ask for it. I didn't get anything till today. I didn't ask the second time. I don't. I vividly remember when I came out of prison and I was sending messages to different people to help me with my fundraiser. Now, I spoke to you earlier about Tonto Dike, like pressing me to post her donation. A lot of people send me donations. Like I said, NCS started, I'm Amoyeli Shore, everybody. When I send some mass emails out to people, you remember Hush Puppy, what he said? I must apologize to Linda Ikeji before he can give me money. Where is he now?
Seriously, this Kemi also likes trouble as much as most of these people that he's mentioning. The same way he thinks these people, she thinks these people are cloud chasing and doing the most. I also feel like Kemi herself is also doing the most, okay? Because some of these things, like, I'm like, in fact, anyway, let's see where this series is going, okay? This is going to be the first part, and I will just wait for her to post some more, and we will see how juicy the stories are, and we would continue to run them.
It's so late at night here. I'm so drowsy and tired, but I'm going to try to do this last video
It's
before
not
tomorrow
by
I
force.
continue. This series, NG Industry Fire, exposes all the people in the industry, their lies, acts and the atrocities. It's going to get worse. Back to Bobrisky. So during the fundraiser, different people sent me money for the prison fundraiser. I got money from everyone I messaged. Not everybody sent me money. I messaged almost every celebrity. What I got from Bobrisky was nothing.
I think this is
Bobrisky told me to send my account number.
kind of the fact that you still carry this in your mind, and now you decided to do industry expose, and you also included this one. Just anyway, y'all.
3 different times I did.
But
Till
Bobrisky self
today,
does not have
nothing.
conscience. How I'm laughing, but this is not funny, yo. This is not funny because how can you, Bobrisky, as little as you are, as young, Bobrisky is a very young boy, as young as Bobrisky is, you how can you be fooling somebody as old as Kemi? How can you be fooling Kemi? Really? That's not fair. That's not fair. Not even Kemi, Madam Kemi, because she's old, you know. How can you do something like that? Ask her to send you her account 3 good times and not even a cent did you even put in the account. Bobrisky, that's very terrible of you if this happened.
He told me to send my account number for the time he came to thank me about something I said and about his mom being late. And I was just like a mother to him. He told me all this really nice. I just never saw the money. Then I found out that Bobrisky had no money and that everything he was doing was just out of clout. Many of you heard that Bobrisky got 70 million naira in donations in the prison. It was sent to him by celebrities and big people.
That's another thing I don't understand. Sometimes I feel like our Nigerian people sometimes can have their priority misplaced. Why was Bobrisky sent 70 million naira in prison? Like for what? There are so many other things that we could put those money into. There are people in the hospitals that can't pay their bills, and 70 million naira will pay a lot of people's bills, right? Um, there are kids that are out of school because of school fees that might be 5,000, 10,000 naira here, 20,000, just some small. And 70 million naira will go a long way of paying off a lot of people's school fees. What am I going to say? Some parents are being thrown out of their home with their family because they cannot pay their house rent that might cost maybe 200,000 or even less. So why is Bobrisky receiving 70 million naira in jail or in prison, whatever, whatever? Joanne said, yeah, he is not trustworthy. Bobrisky, it seems like Bobrisky brags a lot. It seems like Bobrisky is another huge cloud chaser that says a lot online, but behind the scene does very little. That's how I you know
Who are
from
these big people? Why did they send 70 million to someone in prison? What's going on? Bobrisky is very powerful when it comes to like certain things. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have.
I won't say Bobrisky is very powerful, but I would say Bobrisky has got his connections. Bobrisky has his connections, and some of those connections are, I don't want to explain too much, but yeah, those are people that are willing to go all out using their positions to help Bobrisky when Bobrisky needs help.
Ready money. Many of you may have recently saw Bobriskin's list in front of his estate as one of the people owing money. Estate dues. That's to tell you how much.
Hello, sis. Welcome, Queen Efa is in the building. Welcome. Longest time. I have missed y'all. Okay. I needed that break. I needed my, you know, this voice to get a little bit better so I'll be able to stand and, have conversations so we gist. And I said, let me quickly pop in. And I saw this Kemi series and I said, yo, what a good way to come back. What a good way to come back with this juicy series that Kemi has started, you know, giving to us. But I know that most of you have another gist in mind, okay? Mr. Koro Obiri and the drama. That one is coming. That is coming. We must gist that gist. It doesn't matter if it's been how long. I saw it when it came out, like, yo, I can't. I can't. I really want to be able to talk. So Auntie Oyoyo, good evening. Yeah, so Oyoyo is walking, so she might not be able to respond now. You know.
Someone portrays themselves as rich, but the simplest thing they cannot pay.
Yes, I
You
just say,
know,
I'm not the hype, not be hype, not be hype. You deserve it. You know now. Eh, you know, say you dig the bar, not fish shots. Stop it. Budaga, no matter the weight of elephant, you know, because at the level colorizing, but what fivie, we are, I know fish shot. I know fish shot, if you know, say you carry weight. Eh?
eyes are really hurting. Sorry. So they cannot pay. But
So,
Risky doesn't have any money.
so the reason why, this is the thing with Kemi now. The reason why you came out to call out Bobrisky was because Bobrisky promised you, which is terrible, terrible, three times, and you didn't give her the money. That's like you're just playing with the woman, and that's not fair. You cannot be playing bang bang ogele 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 with an older person. You don't do that. You don't do that. But that's what Bobrisky was doing with this woman. You know, and that's terrible because Kemi is an older woman, old enough to be Bobrisky's mom. That's terrible. But looking at this presentation in this industry call out that she's doing now, I feel like you are just calling Bobrisky out because Bobrisky didn't give you that money. If Bobrisky probably did, you won't come out and be telling us he's owing in his estate, he doesn't have any money, yada yada yada. We won't be hearing all of these things. So I don't know.
Praise themselves as rich. All that stuff is skit material. It's not that wealthy.
What do we
If I
do
go to
with that?
Bobrisky and say, Bobrisky, you asked me to send my account number 3 times. It's now what, 5 years, and I still haven't received anything from you. What do you have to say? It's just gonna laugh it off. Living the fake life is not a thing.
Kemi, the way you sound like you really, really want Bobrisky to give you something. And now that you just said he got 7 million naira from the donation when he was in prison, and Bobrisky came out not too long ago. So I believe he has not spent all those, although he likes extravagant, spending like what I don't know. But anyway, I'm believing Bobrisky have not spent all the money. So if you still want to send the account, you can still send the account and tell him that if he doesn't send you anything, you're going to drag him. You've already done a little bit, but yeah.
And this is why all the ones that became cross dressers, James Brown,
Now James Brown has collected
the
straight
guy in
bullets.
America, a lot of a lot of them are like, they portray this life that they don't have, really. I don't have much to say about Bobrisky, but when Tonto and Bobrisky were besties, Tonto
Okay.
was actually having sex with Bobrisky.
Hey, whoa.
Bobrisky
Hey.
is a male.
Hey. Kemi has broken another leg of it. Hey. Tori along. Hey. I never cross that and say I be fake. Now when I don't come that they see me, they shake. Say, wait for your son. One day you go make. But now they see me, they shout quick. Ah. Hey. Otoru beke. Eh? Look at this. Kemi is spewing things. Ha. So how come when they had their fight, none of them mentioned that anything like that was going on between Kemi be bringing out evidence? So all these things is alleged by Kemi Yao. I'm not the one saying. Kemi, investigative journalist, is the one spilling all this tea. Okay, if you just join in the middle, I would advise after the live stream watch from the beginning. It is juicy from the beginning to the end because it's spilling, spilling, spilling. And trust me, I will wait for Kemi because she said she's exposing people from the industry. So there are more people to be exposed. She has exposed Ruth Kadiri, Tonto Dike. She touched on the Yabo Joe Little. She spoke about Hush Puppy. She spoke about so many people here. Okay, there's so much things. The eating of Excreta, and now Tonto Dike and Bobrisky doing the do when they were friends. Okay, oh, that means allegedly Tonto likes to do the do.
He has a
according to
penis. I
Kemi.
hope you all know that.
Well, of course.
And yes, they were having sex. Hey,
Were you there?
just likewise. If you want to comment, go to YouTube. I'm not even allowing anyone to. There's too much spam. Okay, if you want to abuse me,
Kemi is telling people to go to YouTube if they want to abuse her. Look, it is going down with this confession and series that Kemi is running, okay? And we're going to be reacting to this series, right? Hmm. Let me see how
for
much more is left.
Bobrisky, Tonto and Bobrisky broke up their relationship.
Joan, I won't say that she knows a lot. I feel like she says a lot. Well, she said she's an investigative journalist, and if she is, then she should know a lot. Because if you investigate something, you will surely find something. But I kind of personally I'm this type that you have to really um come to me with evidence of some kind for me to give you 100% of what you're saying, because or else I would just wait to hear from the other person's mouth, and then I would be able to uh put what I heard from you and what I've heard from the other person and other things together to know who among you was actually telling the truth or whose story is more believable. But we're hearing from her. Kemi says a whole lot and not giving us evidence. Why not show us a little bit something there that prove that what you're saying, yes, you really investigated. So yes, Kemi talks a lot but hardly presents proof of anything.
Bestie relationship, only for Tonto to come back and say, I used to wipe your butt when it was red and all that. Talking about Bobrisky having intercourse with other men, and the area was so raw. At the end of the day, it was so disgusting when people heard that. I know. I heard something about they've made up their friendship. I don't know how far that is true. But yeah, Tonto and Bobrisky
Is all this one? If Bobrisky had given this woman that money, now we wouldn't be hearing that Tonto DK was white. Bobrisky's, ha, this anyway. Let me allow
a
her
lot
to
of
round up.
sex, especially on that Dubai trip. And that Dubai trip was very bogus because on that very same trip, she was arrested and she was deported because she had possession of drugs and she had, you know, attacked that Dubai officer. Remember that trip with Bobrisky, and Bobrisky was just covering for her. She was actually locked up. It was Paulo that helped release her from prison, Dubai jail.
Now they've brought out Iyabo
Yeah,
Ojo's
just Paulo.
boyfriend. Yeah.
Now, according to somebody close to Paulo, they said when Toto was released into Paulo's custody, she had sex with Paulo.
Ha.
Imagine.
Ewo. Ewo. Ha. Ha. Did you people hear that? Did you people hear that? Now, this woman is alleging. Now, this one, now, Iyabo Ojo will not hear this one. Iyabo Ojo's ears will not stand. Iyabo Ojo will not go and start. Hi,
moving up
bring
and down with
evidence.
Tonto buying caskets and all, not knowing that Tonto has even slept with her man. These girls are totally useless, 100% useless.
Wahala no dey finish. At this point, this is what we call wahala no dey finish. So this is the truth about Bobrisky, and she has brought in Iyabo Ojo, Tonto DK, and everything else that you all heard. So right now, what we're doing, we're just sitting down and waiting for the next set of series that she's going to be posting, because she said it's industry that she's exposing, right? Okay. Um, she's also posting about the Diddy stuff and other stuff. So I think she's covering almost everything. You understand? So who? 1 hour, 29 minutes we've been here. I wanted us to come in here and have this conversation because it is very necessary that we have this gist. I have missed y'all. And I was thinking, yo, what story did we come back with? And when I saw this Kemi story, I said, of course, this is right on point. And this is the story that we are going to run. So if you're watching this, drop a comment in the comment section. If you're watching the replay, let me know what you think about this industry spilling that investigative journalist Kemi Olunloyo is spilling the tea. Okay, we spoke about different people because she's already dropped several videos about these people. One thing that we're also going to do is look out to see, is anybody going to respond to, because she's mentioned a whole lot of names here. Is anyone going to respond back to Kemi, Mosley, Ruth, Tonto Dike, Iyabo Ojo, Bobrisky, the other people? I don't think Linda Ikeji will respond. Who else did she mention? Polo. I don't think Polo will also respond. But this one that she's alleging that Tonto Dike and Polo has actually been doing things. Meanwhile, Tonto Dike and Iyabo Ojo are kind of close because remember, during the Mobad case, it is both of them that were at the forefront of that justice case, wanted justice for Mobad. So y'all, make it make sense. I don't know where this is going, okay? But yeah, more of these stories will be coming. Okay, there's a whole lot of juicy stuff happening in the entertainment industry worldwide, okay? So much is happening, okay, and we will be coming in to gist about this stuff. Thank you also very much for joining. If you're just coming, please like the live stream, give us a thumbs up. You can share and let the gist continue. Okay, I'll see you all later, or I'll see you all tomorrow, depending if I can. And we're gonna talk. Okay, we are going to talk. So that being said, all right. I will see you all later. Have a nice day. Till I see you, God bless you all. And thank you all so very much. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Queen, for joining us today. Faye, thank you, Queen, for joining us today. Oyoyo's World, our barrister, thank you so very much for joining us. And yeah, so that's that. And off we go. Okay. But yeah, like I said, if you're watching the replay, drop your comment, drop your thoughts in the comment section. And you think somebody's going to be suing Kemi very soon because of the kind of things, because she really went in deep. Okay, went in deep, deep, deep. So I don't know. But let's see how this goes. Let's see where this is headed. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you all later. This is Entertainment Daily, and bye for now.